What's up, everybody? I'm John Hoover. Welcome to the YouTube channel. You all know I usually talk Oklahoma on here. Most of that is Sooner football. OU football drives the truck around here, but this is one of those times I'm going to branch out. Today I'm going to talk about Eddie Sutton and how in the world he keeps getting screwed over by the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. First, if you want more videos like this, please consider subscribing to this channel and or hit that notifications bell so you'll be the first to know when a new video posts. And if you click like or if you want to leave me a comment down below, it does make a difference here on the channel. Trust me, and I do appreciate it. Also, please follow me on Twitter at John E. Hoover or go like and follow my professional Facebook page at John E. Hoover Media. Those are always kind of evolving, like I said before, moving targets. So I encourage you to go check them out. Lots of stuff gets posted up there. Content, content, content. Okay, let's go get it. Eddie Sutton made the finalist list for the Basketball Hall of Fame this week for the 7th time. Yeah. Now, listen, Eddie's already in the College Basketball Hall of Fame. He's already in the Oklahoma Hall of Fame, the Arkansas Hall of Fame, probably about 8 or 9 other halls of fame. I don't know. But he's not in the big one. He's not in the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame, you know, the one in Springfield, Massachusetts, the official. Anyway, there is, of course, no good reason for this omission from the hall other than, I'm going to say it, it's pettiness. Sheer pettiness, childishness. Somebody on the Naismith Board of Trustees is holding a grudge. It's just disgusting to even talk about. Eddie Sutton coached college basketball for 37 years. He's one of only 12 men's basketball coaches to win 800 games. He's a 9-time conference champion, coach of the year in the Big 12, the SEC, the Missouri Valley. Guy is a 6-time national coach of the year. He was the first coach to take 4 different schools to the NCAA tournament. You know the resume by now. He's been to 3 Final Fours. Here's the thing. Unlike a lot of these coaches that are in the Hall of Fame, Eddie Sutton never treated his players like garbage. Never acted like an ass. Now, he did get Kentucky in some hot water with the NCAA, but hey, what Kentucky coaches who have won games over the years haven't been down that road? Rupp, Pitino, you know. And how many coaches are currently in the Hall of Fame who have been hit with NCAA sanctions? Rupp, Pitino, Jim Calhoun, Jim Boeheim, Bill Self. Jerry Tarkanian practically wrote the book on how to cheat at college basketball, and he's in. So, breaking rules at Kentucky, the one time he's only been in trouble, the one time, should not be what keeps Eddie Sutton out of the Hall of Fame. What about his relapse into substance abuse? Eddie's DUI, maybe, that got him fired at Oklahoma State? Really? You're keeping somebody out of the prestigious hall because he's got addiction problems? In today's society, that doesn't fly. Sorry. Maybe in the 60s, but no. None of those other guys had, Hall of Famers had problems, right? Right. Yeah. Eddie Sutton never won a national championship. I get that. As amazing an accomplishment as that is, I'm pretty sure that it's not a requirement for being in the hall. Lefty Driesell was a wonderful coach, was a great man who never won a national championship, but he's got a bust in Springfield. Lou Henson was an absolute gentleman on the floor and an amazing coach on the floor and off the floor. The guy, he's in the Hall of Fame now, even though if you look at it side by side, his resume doesn't really compare to Eddie Sutton's. Now let's talk about real quick Eddie's time at Oklahoma State and Arkansas. In the 25 years before Eddie got to Fayetteville, and the 25 years before he returned to his alma mater in Stillwater, the Razorbacks and the Cowboys had made the NCAA tournament one time. Then, with Eddie in charge, Arkansas goes to the tournament 9 times in 11 years, and Oklahoma State goes to the tournament 13 times in 17 years. He made basketball relevant again at schools where it had been either dead or dormant for years. If you include his time in high school at Tulsa Central and his time in junior college at Southern Idaho, where he literally started the basketball team before they even had a campus, he had 1 losing season in 47 years. You're keeping him out of the Hall of Fame? 1 losing season, and that was at Kentucky. This year's inductees are going to be announced at the Final Four, per usual, and it would absolutely not surprise me if Eddie Sutton is left off the ballot again. I mean, it's a pretty strong ballot. Kobe Bryant, he's in. Tim Duncan, he's in. Kevin Garnett, he's probably in. Rudy Tomjanovich, if he's not in this year, he will be very soon. Tamika Catchings, on the women's side, she's in. Kim Mulkey, she's probably in, even though I think it's completely stupid to elect coaches to the Hall of Fame while they're still coaching. but at least they make them wait until they've been in coaching for 25 years. And then Barbara Stevens, who I will admit I don't know much about, didn't have time to research, but here's how the process goes. There are two committees, the North American Committee and the Women's Committee. Eddie will be inducted or not inducted by the North American Committee. There are 9 members of the North American Committee, so Eddie needs to get 7 of the 9 votes. He got it. That committee can recommend no more than 10 finalists, so that's not a problem. If he gets those 7 votes, which he did this year, he's a finalist, remember, then those finalists are reviewed by the Board of Trustees. It is this Board of Trustees where Eddie Sutton has been rejected in the past. Regardless of what the screening committee votes, the Board of Trustees can reject a candidate, quote, if the finalist has damaged the integrity of the game of basketball. Meaning someone on the Board of Trustees hates Eddie Sutton and is just holding a grudge. We don't know what he did. We don't even know who's on the Board of Trustees. Are you serious with this? Anyway, if the Board of Trustees gives Eddie their stamp of approval, don't hold your breath, then the final vote goes to the Honors Committee, which is a 24-person committee made up of Hall of Famers, basketball executives, team owners and administrators, as well as a few media. He would need 18 of those 24 voters at that point. And I think Eddie gets past that hurdle. I do. If he ever makes it past the Board of Trustees, that is. And that's the one. One thing I really loved recently this past week was Texas Tech coach Chris Beard and the energy that he put into Eddie Sutton's worthiness for the Hall of Fame. The Red Raiders played at Oklahoma State this week, and Beard had his guys wear warm-up shirts with 806 across the front. That's Eddie's career win total. And he spoke about what a travesty it is that he's not already in the Hall. I love that. That's the kind of groundswell of support that I think Eddie's ultimately going to need to make, whoever it is on that Board of Trustees that has a stick up his butt, change their mind and #put Eddie in. That's it for today. Remember, if you like this video, I encourage you to hit the like button, leave a comment down below, or share it in your social media channels and tag me, and then I'll share your share in mine. Also, please go find me on Twitter @John E. Hoover and on Facebook @John E. Hoover Media. Thanks for watching. See you guys.